And now the game is allowing us to re-up. So let's actually, there we go, put that shit in there. Alright. Okay, now it's just a DPS fight. Damn it. If you're good and you don't suck like I do, ow, you can stagger him pretty much indefinitely. And there is a way that the fight is supposed to be done, but fuck it, if you can just overwhelm him, then there's no reason to play grab ass with yourself. So yeah, that's gonna get sold, because I don't like it as much as the other Magnum. And if you're a Killer 7 fanboy, then feel free to write in the comments below why you like it. I really gotta get around to using that rocket launcher. I keep forgetting that I have it. So now that we have succeeded at doing that, we can continue moving forward. I don't know, now the pressure's kind of on. You can take this elevator back to the other side if you need to, but if you go up this ladder, it's the point of no return, so just be aware of that. Because I feel like a super jackass if I fired that rocket launcher and missed. Oh, hand grenade. Delicious. Oh, this section's actually pretty cool. So, stand up here, and... then everybody except this guy dies. So the Matilda's pretty good. You just have to make sure to not go too hog wild and accidentally waste damage if an enemy is in a recovery frame and they're invincible. Much the same way that the Matilda from RE2 worked. Just clear everything out of here. If you need it, make sure to grab that yellow herb over there before continuing onwards. You can just whoop. No. So the only more powerful handgun in this game is the hand cannon, which requires getting 5 stars on all of the mercenaries, and I just ain't got that kind of time, so... just know it is just a stanky firearm. Krauser's note. I was told the old man Sadler wasn't buying me from the start. Even though I succeeded in kidnapping Ashley, I showed a sense that when Sadler didn't completely let me in the loop. Under other circumstances, I had no alternative to call for her assistance. Perhaps she knew this was the way of going to turn out all along. My guess is that her ultimate goal might be different from Wesker's and mine. This is just the perfect opportunity to find out. And after I get rid of Leon and retrieve the sample, I'll put her in a body bag along with Leon and send them both to Wesker. So it's pretty obvious that Krauser sold himself to Wesker.
Welcome.
In, you know, in the promise of getting his arm fixed.
What are you selling?
Please get rid of this, thank you.
Thank you. What are you buying?
And I think that's all in normal weapons. So, we're going to be moving on to these just busted weapons here in a second.
Come back any time.
Yeah, I think I have shown them all off. So I realized like halfway through that I had 2 infinite ammo weapons now, and I had shown off all of the normal game weapons, and we're pretty much at the end game at this point, so I might as well just go completely ham. So it's time for us to start using Atomic Gun. And this also will help speed up the end game because, well, at the end of the day, if we don't need to pick up ammo, we could just ignore all this shit. The only thing we need now is health items. So now it's... oh, how lovely. This game looks great. Can't wait for the double HD remake in 2024. Look at the fire freaking out.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Why'd you take your
Where's
shirt
Ashley?
off?
Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
And let me guess. You got the last one.
It pretty much means you're on a tight leash.
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
Game sucks, dude. Game really sucks. So what you want to do is get into a corner and wait for him to come to you. And then just plug him. And if he gets close, mash the same button combos that you used during your fight with him earlier. And eventually, he'll go away. Right about there. So this boss fight is... I like it. I think it's a really fun sort of cat and mouse game between you and Krauser. There's a lot of neat things that happen, like that. And it really forces you to be on your toes just constantly. Even with broken weapons. It's something where you're just kind of like, he's always coming at you from every angle. Alright, so this is where we need to end up, but it's not where we need to go right now. We need to go this way. Son of a bitch! Here's a fun little cutscene. If you go over here... Aw. There we go. These little things will show up. You'll remember them from CVX. They're the little bots that Wesker used. Okay, that's everything. We're getting real close to that the eastern insignia. I don't know why I said second. This little cutscene section's pretty fun.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella?
To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
A psycho like you can't bring order or balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
Ah, you dropped your head, idiot. He's got bullshit dodge
Don't
maneuvers.
just stand there. Come out and fight like a man.
I'm not falling for that one.
Just trying to have fun.
Stop shooting me and come out like a man. Like, what? Okay. Now that we have the first part, we can go do the final Leon v. Krauser fight. But this will not be the final Krauser fight in this game. Is it over here? I'll say it is. Hey, that shadow looks suspicious. Don't get Krauser's got moves, man! And he can do instant recoveries. What a man. So this part got me killed once or twice because I wasn't paying attention to how this area was laid out. My accuracy is about to go in the shitter. Luckily, I don't care about that sort of thing.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
Ah, you can't shoot me if I've already exploded. Grab this yellow herb if you need it before heading upstairs. And this is where we want to go later on.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser.
We'll see about that. Witness the power!
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
So, the mercenaries may need non-canon, but it does show that if you're playing as Krauser, it does show that he can put that away. So, this is supposed to be like a straight-up fight between you two, but someone went into the data for this, and it turns out that the knife has been buffed like crazy. So, even with broken weapons, it's kind of worth it to just stab him. See? It was a bad time to sip my tea. And here is Leon lying to himself. Although I guess Krauser could have put on a face. Because all that stuff that we heard him say about, like, gaining power and stuff, that was all his inner monologue. And this is where I died a couple of times because I did exactly that and ran past the place where I was supposed to go, which is right here.